Finally, we have come to the end of our discussion for this course. So, as a review for everything that we have discussed, let's have a quick review of all the chapters that we have tackled in this course. Okay, so let's proceed with chapter 1. How you think fundamentally shapes what you say, hear, and do. Your mind is a unique mental map different from anyone else's, shaped by your beliefs, values, and attitudes. Whatever you say or do will be interpreted by other people in some way different from you. Your communication skills are determined by your abilities in intellectual and emotional intelligences, coupled with your vision skills and ability to cope with adversity. Thinking you are a great communicator is the first stage in being one. So I hope you were able to remember all those important points and important terms under chapter 1. In chapter 2, your brand of thinking is marked by the qualities and depth of your abilities coupled with your ability to secure the optimum balance between them. You have a communications quotient based on your ability to use your analytical, emotional, vision, and adversity quotients. At different times, successful communicators call upon different facets and qualities to overcome obstacles to their communications. In chapter 3, we have discussed about words and gestures. You communicate not just with words or gestures, neither do you communicate integrity and trust by words. You have a range of languages to convey your messages. Your ears are your best friend. Chapter 4, we discuss about finding out how you create messages and how this can live on by acting as memes. Memes are the currency for exchanging ideas. Perception is reality, and you shape your perceptions through paradigms or boxes. You relate to the world through same box, small box, or big box thinking. Discover how by being flexible in your thinking, you can secure significant advantage in your communications. Learn that ultimately all ideas are contained in three-dimensional boxes called paramemes. There are lessons to be learned from trashy pop songs which you cannot get out of your head. Chapter 5. The message is the medium. You need to shape your messages to make them meme and brand friendly. You need to harness the power of icons in your messages to make them distinctive and memorable. You communicate and listen within the structure of a brand, values, and beliefs. You need to have clear positionings in your messages. Short is sweet. Chapter 6. To make things happen, your message needs to be trigger-friendly. You can achieve this by listening, building commonality with your target audience, exploiting benefits, key messages, communicating with flair and flourish, and tailoring your communication as much as possible to the target. If a picture can paint 1,000 words, a metaphor can deliver 1,000,000 bayonets. Chapter 7, we have discussed about the WOM or word of mouth. Word of mouth is the most potent form of communication. It is perhaps one of the most powerful tools for marketing communications, thanks to its credibility, its coming from trusted sources, and its ability to replicate like wildfire. WOM does not just happen. It can be proactively instigated, stimulated, stretched, and boosted to reach many different audiences. Online communications can also transform your ability to communicate quickly and with many different people to build a critical mass speedily. You need to be aware of the practical limitations of online tools and how they operate in a rapidly changing environment. In this new age of communications, everyone can have his or her 15 minutes of fame. It is reckoned that WOM is going to be one of the biggest growth areas in marketing. Communications and public relations professionals should act quickly to seize ownership of this discipline. This is a highly recommended piece of advice. Chapter 8. Each of us has a variety of networks of contacts. Not everyone is equal in either your networks or other groups you seek to communicate with. By identifying key people, you can create a tipping point effect, a tidal wave of communications. Achieving change with limited resources and the need for any change to be sustainable make partnership working and leveraging action through shadow organizations crucial. You are probably no more than 4 contacts away from anyone on this planet. Chapter 9. Networking is not just about who you know, it is also about who the people you are networking with know. It is often a stepping stone process rather than a direct hit to reaching your target. No one is as smart as everyone. Successful networking is not about selling, but is based on a philosophy of achieving mutual win-win goals. Networking can be targeted and managed to leverage greater results. Anyone within 12 feet of you provides a networking opportunity. Your business card is your personal brand statement. Networking can be anything from attending business events to running a public relations football team. Finally, the last chapter for this course, Chapter 10. The context in which you present your information determines its value and significance. The successful communicator seeks win-win solutions and gets target to make half-step moves to change their behaviors. Even sharing a birthday with someone odious can make you change your attitude to them. So this is the end of all the topics under this course. I hope you have learned something from our discussion.